Right. Let's go with the XR Tauren. These are the heroes you can choose in Hero Adventures. But we're going to go with tank. We need someone to tonk this up. So, over at the top left, you can buy tomes with wood here, or even skill points, but I wouldn't suggest that. Just do the wood. Otherwise, wood is used for super ultimate items, and you can barely afford them, so we won't be doing those. Not for a while, anyway. You get potions over here. I want the Ring of Regeneration. Potions are super cheap for what they are, but eventually they do get kind of pricey as the mobs get stupidly strong and start to make you chug through them. So I'm going to build the Ring of Regeneration in such a fashion that it should work in my favor. So it saves me money on buying potions, because it will give me stones of life that allow me to, you know, get health and mana back. So this should be 0, 1, 2, 4. There's a certain pattern with the recipes. That's 14 hit points per second and mana regeneration. That'll be fine for now. I'll go with the jump stomp to start off with, because it's going to be funny. Go for a banana. Banana's 10,000 gold. And 1 wood, so it's hella expensive, but it gives you an extra ability. And on some characters that's good, other characters it's not so good. So it looks like his charge is kind of like a shockwave ability. You can speed through this map relatively quickly with a good team and pressing -N when the levels have been cleared. There's a lot of levels though. So far I don't need pots if I basically keep this. The only thing is I don't really get good mana regeneration. So you could buy pots if you really want to get the kills, because it goes to basically whoever gets the last hit. But this is a team game and we want to win it, so... Otherwise I would buy the cheap pots and just be chugging those to try to get last hits with my mana. But I'm going to be trying to exclusively use my gold only to build up this ring so I can get the actual health and mana without having to spend on pots all the time. Oh yes. That will crash the game if you do that, or at least it crashed. This map has crashed a few times. Certain heroes will make it crash. The wizard dude who can blink, who looks like Medivh, the necromancer. I don't think there's that many heroes that cause us problems, but we've tried this map a few times and yeah, we've had issues. And type in -tip also seemed to cause a disconnect, so don't ask for tips. You can just read some of the stuff here. So, yeah, I'll go over what he's going to be doing, this guy. Now, before I go into the next level, I just want to see what the upgrade cost is. It was 0, 1. I should be on 2 next, so that should be the next one to go for 1,500. So this hero, the Exile Tauren, charges to the target point with all of his might, pushing the enemies in his path away while dealing damage to them. There's a chance that this ability will score a strike that will do a little bit more damage. It's basically just a kind of shockwave ability that moves me. There's Jump Stomp, which is very cool. The Tauren jumps high to the air and damages all the enemies in the target area upon landing, stunning them for 2 seconds. So he gets a stun, which is going to be useful versus bosses, and it also is like a maneuverability thing, so, you know, I can sort of charge through here, and then I can jump over to here if I want. So, gives you flexibility, yeah? So put your item into here, upgrade it, and then look forward to the next part. So we're up to 22 hit points and then 250% mana regeneration. It should cost probably about 2,000. Oh, it's gonna be like 4,000 gold, I think, for the next upgrade if it's 4. So I think it's going to be, I need 4,000 gold now. So that's going to be a while. There's toughness of the exiled. Being exiled and forced to live apart from civilization, Red Huss develops an instinct of survival that allows him to be more aware of his surroundings. Allows a hero to block incoming attacks and reduce the damage taken from the attack. So, it goes up to 55% chance to block 200 damage. Oh my god! Not blocking enough damage, apparently. But I was just about to say that, you know, when you get to the end stage, like, mobs will do a lot more than 200 damage, so it's not necessarily that amazing, that ability, but it's good versus the trash, and there will be plenty of trash. Plus, it's still going to reduce damage taken, and if I can get enough items that increase my health regeneration, all that kind of stuff, then it'll effectively gel. Final power. There's a 25% chance for the hero to heal 75 health every time he's attacked, if the hero's hit points have dropped below 33%. So it's questionable as to how good that is, but I can possibly make that better if I can get lots of tomes of strength, which is going to increase my health pool. But yeah, it only goes up to 300 hit points. So I don't know about that one really. Like, those two, they're not the best, but this is kind of like the only tankiest one. There's another character that's got like 40% evasion, which is obviously quite good, but everything else about him is trash. Overclock didn't use Shackle on bosses. He's learning, he's learning. You'll understand. This is the main character though, this one. She is the anti-boss. We need to get her lots of awesome attack damage or stun items, that kind of stuff. Rami's got essentially a god tier character. This guy's just insanely good AoE. Plus he's got like good effectiveness versus bosses as well, surprisingly so. He's weird though, he's like an agility melee hero, but really he plays much more like an intelligence. Overclock's like massive AoE. This guy just throws fire everywhere, which is definitely very good for clearing waves and dealing with like lots of pressure. But the shackles is the ability, that's the most important one, because that works on bosses as well. I'm just going to come down here and double check the price. It should be 4,500. Fred here. I might call him Tyrell because Tyrell initially played this character. That's a nice stomp. Has a chance, well, not a chance, an ability that increases oh my goodness, what's going on here? There's some spicy damage. Has an ability that can increase attack speed by 300%, so obviously if you can imagine him having a stun item or something like that would be very useful versus bosses. But he does take 40% damage, but that's like the final upgrade, so 40% damage taken isn't too bad. But he's a bit squishy up until that point. So R and T. Okay, that's not too bad. So if I pull these in, go like R, and then T. It actually moves them around a little bit as well, which is interesting. Strike. Oh, that massive damage. Wow. So you can see the player's kills. This is the amount of potions, I guess, they've effectively taken or something like that. Oh, this is nasty. These guys feedback. Good, good. The gold that they've earned. The lumber and the lives. Lives cost 4,000 gold, so yeah. You really don't want to lose your life if you can help it. So just play safe, especially on these big dudes. That's the shackle ability, it's insanely good. It's just all of his other abilities fall off a little bit. I'm going to just try to move these guys. And I can actually push them a little bit. Or maybe not. Doesn't necessarily work on those big chonkers. Does the archer really need a stun item in her passive? Oh yeah, sorry, her passive actually has the ability to stun. So, no, she doesn't. So, on top of that, she actually also gets like a stun. I'm trying not to die here. There goes one life. These guys do a lot of damage. So that's 4,000 gold down to shite. So I might want to get some potions for certain bits. But generally speaking, a lot of gold actually suddenly got there. That's probably from killing the boss wave. So I can definitely go upgrade this item. These are just backup pots for now. So that should be 4. There it is, boys. So I could actually, I don't even need that. If someone wants this, they can take it. I've got the Stones of Life now. Technically those are backup heals, but that'll save you. So the Stone of Life increases the hit point regeneration by 22, mana regeneration, so it's the same. But it also increases life by 200, and it allows the hero to heal himself by 950 hit points and 800 mana. So if I click that, there you go. It contains 7 charges that replenish 30 seconds after used. I don't think that's going to work versus these ladies. Yeah, they're immune to that. So what will happen is if I chug through all of these... Well, I can't even, because I've not even lost enough health for it. But that will replenish back to 7. So you've essentially got 3 potions from now on. So you can get this item pretty early on, so I think it is worth working towards that item. I think everyone should probably try to work towards that. Or there's the other version of what I was building, which is the Pen of Rejuvenation. It's kind of like this similar deal. And it recovers hit points and mana to AoE. And I think if I get close enough... Do I get the aura? We got auras from the Stone of Aura, but I'll talk about those afterwards. I was just looking at Rami's one. Increase hit points and mana regeneration of nearby heroes by 1% of the maximum, because that would obviously work really well for me. Otherwise I can always build the item for myself, in case I can't be next to Rami. But yeah, it depends how much gold we really get. The main thing I want is to get this upgraded to the max. And go from there. If you've got 1 piece of lumber, you'll get probably about 4 pieces of lumber in total. You can trade it over here for like 25 of one of those, strength or agility or intelligence. Which is probably what you'll end up doing, because building all the item recipes is really hella expensive. It might be a bit more affordable now that I actually haven't really put any money into potions. Other than that potion of healing that I bought as a backup. But I gave that away, that's fine, it goes towards a good cause. Some nice AoE. Does the Ring of Regen and Health Stone stack? I don't know actually, I've not really got that far. I just knew that I wanted to build this item, because I've not played this character before. But theoretically, you can see his health regen is obviously very solid. I'm pretty sure I'll get like another piece of lumber before I hit 8,000 gold, but I'll hold on to the lumber for now because I'm not desperate to spend it. And then I can use 8,000 gold and 1 lumber to upgrade this to get the chunky potions. Was that really a bowling ball noise? It really was. This level's super annoying. Very clever though. Like most of the waves on a map like this, the map, whoever made this is quite inventive because the creeps act and, you know, behave quite cool. They have like unique sort of mechanics that you wouldn't necessarily have in standard Warcraft 3. And the same goes for like the heroes, as you can see with my hero, sort of like charging around and jumping. This is a swarmer level. They're gonna swarm all over. I'll just be trying to aim to increase my health pool as high as possible, really.
An excellent plan. What would you ask?
Oh, careful on this level. Be ready to take pots if you need. These ones do 1-to-1 damage. Or even I'm going to need to take some pots. But they do like spells. There's some spellcasters, like I say, the creatures are like kind of unique. There's some spellcasters and yeah, they'll do more damage than you realise. But then the melee damage is also kind of insane by some of these mobs. Oh, I can actually cancel that, so I don't have to go all the way through with the charge. That's kind of neat. Yeah, Fred's ultimate is kind of like a massive fan of knives. Just AoE everything. Couple more levels and we'll be done with the first zone. Technically I could actually sort of like feed. If someone wanted to just pick it up and use it, they can do. And then drop it again, sort of thing. You can sort of share it a little bit. But that's a bit too min-maxy for the most part. I don't know what this guy's banana ability actually is, to be fair. Again, I didn't test that. It might be worth getting it. Because it could be something really good, solid, passive. But then again, it could be something trash, and you just spent 10,000 gold and 1 lumber on it, so... But I would assume that since he's quite tanky, it would give him something that would help him to tank. I don't really want another ability, I just want another passive, really. Big boys. So yeah, the Stone of Aura, it's either armor, damage, speed, and you can buy yourself a life from here. We've also got the Entangle as well from Rami, which is really nice. And you can upgrade each of these up to 10 times, these 3. Debatable whether it's really worth it. Like, technically, it's affecting 4 heroes, so yeah, kind of. But you have to be standing by the stone. And there's a couple levels where you're not doing that. I can't remember if you get to have it in the last level or not, though. The Stone of Aura. There you go. So... make sure that everyone's ready to move to the next level, because you won't keep whatever you've put into the upgrade shop here. So I think we're good. I'll start us off in a moment. So next level is kind of like a Dota-ish level. I'm so happy I actually went straight for the Stone of Life. I highly, highly advise that. Because I'm already not having to buy potions. I was always buying potions before. And even though they're technically quite cheap, you know, you get like 20 charges of them and it's only like 20-ish gold each. It's still kind of... It ends up being a lot. Because in this map, it's actually really stubborn with the amount of gold it gives you. Believe it or not. You get a lot of gold, but the upgrades are ridiculous. Whoa! Oh, cool. I think I got temporary invincibility once I did the jump. Not 100% sure, but yes. I can still take a lot of damage here. I don't really have like an active stun, other than just an activated jump. But you have to wait a bit. Unless I do it like... There's a bit of a delay to it. Do I think you will get another banana ability if you get the banana again? No. I mean, I don't know if you get another one, but I tried testing buying more than one banana. You buy a banana, use a banana, and then buy another banana. It doesn't give you like a secondary ability from what I could tell. And it doesn't make the original one stronger. Those demigod fell guards are hyper strong. Ripping chunks of health out of me. This should refill in a moment, but I've got to be careful because I will get one. There you go. Now I've got to wait for that to refill. Kind of want to kill the towers first. If you kill this, a big bad boy comes out. You have to kill everything on this map. It's the only way to activate the last boss. Careful, overclocked. I'm gonna have to try to charge through. Right, big boy's coming. Just try to back it up a little bit. Careful. Careful, careful. A shackle though. Definitely one of the most overpowered things in this game is that shackle. Nice to have the flexibility of movement though, from time to time. Gonna back it up a bit for a moment. See, the cost goes up as these fill. So these each have their own cost, but you don't really want to sell this item anyway. You certainly don't want to sell this. It's very good. Building it for a reason. Uh-oh. What's Overclock doing over here? I'll see if I can jump in and stun in a second if you just don't die. Yeah, if people can stop being super hyper political on the Discord, that'd be great. I don't know why people get so obsessed and upset about politics and stuff like that. Life is too short. They got it in for overclocked. The air units. Try and knock him off the map. He's going that much further down. Getting the health, I mean the mana back as well is just delightful. So I never really need a potion again, providing that this can cover me. But I might still even need potions. Never say never necessarily. I already contradicted my original statement, but it's only because towards the end there are some creatures that just do so much bloody damage. They practically like insta-give you as soon as they jump on you. And this goes up to 2,800 health, which is nice. But it might not be enough. Although the cooldown gets quicker as well when you upgrade this again. So I think some items, it's definitely not worth upgrading them another time. And the upgrades are so expensive that you could argue in many cases it's worth just buying cheaper versions of everything on this map. But if you know specifically what items you're going for, then I would advise just going for quality over quantity. Yeah, that looks bad for them. They don't seem too bothered. Right, this guy has like a one-shot ability that he goes straight into. Unbelievable. That was a dumb death. Well, there you go. You got to see what his one-shot ability is. You can actually avoid it if you just move out, which is what you saw what I did, is I used Jump Stomp, but unfortunately it's got like a delay to it. So it's not really quick enough, even if you react. So it's not ideal. Both of my move abilities are kind of like slow.
An excellent plan.
Yeah, that was a dumb death, but I guess it got to show off what it is that that guy does, other than sort of throw lightning around.
Done for my ancestors.
Probably if I actually wasn't explaining what it did, then
My ancestors.
might have actually not got hit by it.
Yes, chieftain.
Right, we're ready to move on to the next level. Banana time. See, I got 2 lumber, so yeah. You could have the 1 lumber for that. I want to get this Stone of Life upgraded before I go for the lumber. For the banana. See if there's any bananas in chat. Someone's already bought a banana. I assume Remy was the one that used it. Seeing as he came back first. Fred's gone for it as well. So some people like their bananas. The banana for the Fire Tamer is pretty good, but it's got such a long cooldown, that's the shame of it. But at least it does like pure chaos damage, which does help versus some of the hyper mega bosses.
For my ancestors, done. An excellent
Right,
plan.
let's start us off. I'll get one, but I think I want to prioritize the Stone of Life first. Which means I can probably just... Because I don't know what the banana does. Whereas I do know that the Stone of Life is going to be good. Remember to run when you get the spider level. Because that one will just like kill you very quickly if you stand still. Fred now hoard gold for the claw item. Up it to the max item. Yeah, I mean, theoretically, I think the Fire Tamer's like probably the weakest hero here, generally speaking. I mean, his AoE is very, very useful, but in the long run, you really only want him for the shackles, if anything. So, what you theoretically could do, because you can't trade money in this, is you could have other players put their item in here for upgrading and then have the player that doesn't need the gold, say for example, use their gold to, you know, upgrade it for them. Oh, there we go. I'm gonna heal up now. 33% of 2250. Should be 750ish, shouldn't it? So if I go below that, I can get free healing. Look at that health regen there. And with Ramy's 1% health regen as well. Oh, there's also the regen from this. The lightning lizards. My Tauren chieftain should feel right at home here. Good boy overclocked, getting the Stone of Life, the free potions. This hero is kind of crap though otherwise. I'm not gonna lie, but I think we do need like a tank character. You just need, especially versus the boss level really, you just need someone who can stand in front of them and just try to take as much damage as possible. Show off. Parkour king. Oh, this is the level you got to be a little bit careful of, because that dim there spider's gonna want to jump on you. Whee! There we go. Still, let's get this upgraded. So what do we want? We want this upgraded to X. There we go. Done it. My work here is done. Woo, those explode upon death, so that's a bit dangerous. But this should replenish faster, hopefully. I really hope it does. "20 seconds and then it replenishes." So I kind of get to... I mean, if I'm in so much trouble that I'm chugging a pot like every... what is it? Say... quicker than every 4 seconds, then I'm in trouble. Well, even then, like 3 seconds, because you get like 7 charges of this. Has like a little cooldown to it as well, this. Yeah, you can't take it for like a few seconds anyway. And that's one way to deal with it. Don't apologize, Fred. Apologize for nothing. You did nothing wrong. See the stun on this Enraged Wild King. You think it's 1 stack per 20 seconds? Ah, that is more problematic if it is 1 stack. I felt it was quicker than that. That is I mean, it's still a free potion. It's not super OP, but it's still free health, yo. Free real estate. I'm pretty sure I'm going to get another piece of lumber before I can ever reach 10,000 gold for a potential banana. Like, getting items in this game is bloody hard, because you just not enough gold to go around to afford it.
Can I help you?
It's very stubborn. I think I'm just going to get the Tome of Strength.
I stand ready. Done.
Our brethren's tower is under attack.
Sort of bounce back and forth between the players and hope that that provides some level of usefulness. You can get banana on another level, it doesn't have to be this one. And when you complete the 4th stage, it gives you 20,000 gold and 1 wood. So that's a good level to sort of know what you're aiming to buy. My hero sucks, there's no way that's tanking the boss. Yeah, well, there's not really a tank character in this map, per se. There's a hell of a lot of spellcasters and a hell of a lot of agility heroes. This is kind of the closest thing you have to Tonkin. This guy is just essentially the character that's going to get hit the most, hopefully, by the boss. And I'll invest as much as I can into health and survival. So, because you can see I got 3,100 health. That's with the Tome of Strength as well, that helps. The banana won't spoil. It will be just ripe. Just be ready. Super fast spirit wolves. Is there any other kind? No feral spirit. Agreed. The problem with this one is it's like it doesn't really kick in until like you're almost already dead, and then I don't think 250 health is necessarily gonna like save you, or 300 hit points. if you're that close to death. No, I'll go for banana next because it'd be interesting to see what it is. Your locust actually blocked me from charging there.
For my ancestors, done an excellent for my ancestors.
The stun on this could be longer, to be fair. Look at the damage. It's insane.
Done. For my ancestors.
Try refreshing the page, Xavian. Oh, top left.
Honor guide.
You get 4 of these. We'll just nuke these down if we can. I think we're still going to have one alive before we get to the get it cleared on the next wave. Yeah, I don't think spells really work versus these.
None shall pass. For my ancestors.
Yeah, you can get this space-time socks. It's a relatively cheap item that allows you to blink for a bit of extra maneuverability. Doesn't do much else though. Straight down to bottom. Just all stick together. Fred's popping off. Is it even worth doing that? It's such a kind of delay for him to initially activate the ability. Some good work there, Overclocked. Kill that bear. And just mess these up a little bit. You're right there, Fred.
I stand ready. Yes, chieftain. For my ancestors.
Our brethren's
For
tower
my
is under
ancestors.
attack.
Careful.
Brethren's tower is
Super melee agility heroes might struggle on these ones because they reflect damage back.
For my ancestors.
Banana sucks for Tauren. It buffs damage and defenses but makes you take 150 damage per second. Wait, what? Could you screenshot it for me or something and then post it on Imgur or something? Imgur! so I can see specifically what it does. Looks like those two players are going through a maze.
What would you ask of me? I stand ready.
These guys are like those casters from before, but they're not really as scary. I think the next wave is really cool if it's the fire salamanders. No, it's the annoying one. Right. These little buggers basically need to be cleared. But I've got a good character to do it, so I need to wait a little bit until they've all spawned. 10% more attack is good for bosses. That's fantastic, Tyrell. Thank you for that information.
And for my ancestors, yes, chieftain. Done. An excellent plan. Done. An excellent plan. Yes, chieftain. For my ancestors.
I'm just gonna go up and down like this.
For my ancestors.
Like I'm a gyrocopter scouting.
Done.
I wonder if that works. Yeah, okay.
An
Wasn't sure that necessarily flags up the
my ancestors.
goblin landmines.
My ancestors. Yes, chieftain.
Oh my god, there was a few of them stacked together there.
Yes, chieftain. An excellent plan. Done. For my ancestors. Done. An excellent plan. For my ancestors. Yes, chieftain. Yes, chieftain. An excellent plan. Done. For my ancestors.
Apparently these kobold geomancers are gay.
For my ancestors. Done.
It's fine, to be honest. That's what they are. Oh, thank you, David, for the banana link. I'm still looking for these annoying goblin landmines, so they're less likely to destroy someone accidentally.
Done. An excellent plan.
Our brethren's town is
For my
under attack.
ancestors. Yes,
That's twice now. I didn't hit any goblin landmines doing that, so I have to go back and check just to make sure.
for my ancestors. Yes, chieftain. Yes, chieftain. For my ancestors.
Not a single one.
Done. An excellent plan. Yes, chieftain.
No, not yet.
An excellent plan. For my ancestors.
Ah, this level, yeah, is a bit spicy.
An excellent
These bad boys will get stronger the more they get killed, so you kind of need to like one-shot them. Or close to it. I think that's got to be by far the majority of the goblin landmines.
for my ancestors. Done.
Fred might have a few answers for them. That's the ultimate banana from Overclock's Fire Tamer hero.
An excellent plan. Done.
Okay, I'm going to take a quick look at this item. Rabid. The Exile Tauren releases all his rage, forcing all his power to arise from his body. He gains great increase to fighting capability, causing him to be able to attack with extra power, ignore more damage, as well as moving and attacking at a quicker pace. There's also a chance that his attack will emit a thunderclap, causing area effect damage and slowing the enemies in the area for a period of time. The power boost, however, only lasts for 20 seconds and ruins the Tauren's body. It receives 150 damage per second for the duration of this ability. I mean, it depends what the what's the cooldown on it? If it makes him tankier, it's not necessarily that bad. Obviously, the 150 damage per second isn't ideal, but if he's like taking less damage because he's tankier because of it. It really depends what the cooldown is. If it's something like 160 second cooldown, it probably ain't worth it. Because it's just too long, you know what I mean? Like, the bosses ain't going to wait 160 seconds for you.
My ancestors. An excellent plan.
You don't know. Well, how do you know what the ability is? You didn't test the cooldown?
An excellent plan. Done.
These bad boys do massive damage potentially. Oh, there it is. I'm really scared of this. Ah! I did the charge ability and then went to go do my heal. And neither of them bloody went off. There's such a horrible delay. I shouldn't have let myself get surrounded on this one, to be fair. That's my fault. This guy's abilities have such a horrible delay to them. Unnecessary death. Number 2.
Done.
Witty throw indeed. Well, all the other attempts we've had at this, I basically never lost lives. At least not through any mistakes, so maybe this is a good sign, because we never succeeded in the other attempts. These peons are hella annoying. They really don't take damage, apart from maybe spells. I can almost afford the banana, is it? There's still definitely no way to know what the cooldown is. I assume it's got a really long cooldown, so I'm not... if it's got like anything longer than like 30 to 40 second cooldown, I don't think it's worth it at all. And my assumption is it will almost definitely have at least 100 second cooldown. Oh, salamanders, there they are. Look at this. That's so cool. It's quite simple really, just give them like a super fast attack. Cooldown. But it looks hella cool. And it's hella hot as well, if it actually lands. This hero's trash anyway, might as well want to test it. No, this hero's trash, then I'll be better off spending money on like Tyrell. There you go, I called him Tyrell. That was number 1. Fred, I mean. Other than getting like the Tonky item that reflects damage back. So just... Was it Dave? Dave! Where's Dave? David. You got all the way to work out what the Tauren's level 3 or banana thing, because it takes a while on this map to speed through it if you're doing it single player to test stuff out. And then he probably just left. Left before testing the actual cooldown. That's why you gotta save if you get to that. You quit before checking, that's what I thought. So we'll never know. Unless you're willing to do it again, which I think is too painful, right? Ah, did they what was... How did that take so long to go off? Was it because I was slowed? Do you see what I mean? Like, that was like 3 seconds before that actually went off after I cast it. It's a bit sporadic, isn't it? I'm 1,000 gold away from a banana. And David. At least David... Oh, these guys do massive damage potential. At least David checked for me, so I appreciate that. Thank you, David. That's really nice. There you go.
For my ancestors.
I'll push him in a bit closer. Alright, maybe not. I actually interrupt my own ability having to take a pot there because the damage is too spicy. Careful, overclass. Yeah, his ultimate ability has like a bit of a delay. I just bit of a delay to it. Kind of just like all of my abilities. Right. Next level. I still don't think I go banana. I'm sure, because it's an active ability, I was looking for a passive. I wanted something that was just going to flat reduce damage taken or something. If it was like just a flat passive, 15% less damage taken, I'll take it. Something like that. Even something as simple as that. Right, this level is very annoying, tricky in places, a lot of spicy damage, and you can actually lose it here if you don't have enough damage versus the final boss. Well, so I'm gonna take a look, check a look, and I can't remember, Ring of Protection or something, what was it? There you go. Let's try this one. I'm going to get the one that reflects damage back. Because that will be, at least, I'll be more useful then against bosses. I'll wait until Overclock's done dicking around. So you upgrade that. Then you upgrade that again. And then you choose 2, 3, or 4. And I think you go with the cheapest, the 2. Because that's, I hope it is. And then you're going to upgrade this a bunch more times.
Our brethren's town is under attack.
There you go. Returns damage. So when I get 3,000 more gold. I should go, well, it depends what you want. I can go top to tank it, but I can also go bottom to tank it. Yeah, alright. So it increases the armor, plus the stats, reduces damage taken by 12%, which is important, and returns 5% of melee damage. And we can get that to 13%, I think. Look, you guys didn't do a good enough job of convincing me whether the banana was worth it. You could have, but you chose not to. There you go. I took the safer route. The less banana-y route. My best bet is just to try to stun near Rami, god tier hero. I might get the players to share so I can show you what they do, but I think it's maybe a bad idea. Oh, that's scary because I can't actually cancel that. Although I do want that to go through because it moves me. But yeah, this level's a bit too bouncy in terms of damage taken to probably take a proper read through of what they do. I hover over it for you. And you can read it for yourself. But I need to be watching my hero's health bar if I can. Aren't I a nice guy? Thinking about you guys. So I think that's all her abilities I showed off. Apart from that one. They're quite wordy, some of them. Try to chill here, slightly in front of the other players. Wait, we don't have anyone at top. There you go. We've got the stun boys. These guys are going to cost a life or two. These things jump on you from like off screen and they stun you and then do massive damage. They're hella annoying. Kind of need to like pretty much be above 50% if you can help it. Majority of the time. I need to be slightly in front as well. You can get charged by like a whole ton of them as well, which means that you don't really have a chance to react and take a potion in time. So I have to take potions at like 70% plus. There you go. Because of that BS that they just do there. I'm able to tank it much better with this character than I could with the other one though. Fuck. I'm running out of my health pirates. I thought I died there for a second. Just use your ultimate when you want, Fred. We got 8 minutes left. But yeah, I'd probably use it. Just use it when you want. Screw it. The Infernal takes a while to catch up, so you get time for it to cool down whilst you're trying to kill the statue. How's top looking? Well defended. Enemy super units spotted. That's some damage now. The idea isn't to necessarily win per se here, it's to just survive the timer. But you also can't lose. And that includes past the timer, because you will. Yeah, there you go. That's one of the big boys. I'm almost tempted to get the boots. I can't remember which boots it is. Let's just jump on this guy for the moment, see if I can tank it. Oh, please don't die. I'm just doing this for the moment. Stun, and then run back. That'll do. Before I go. I might get the boots of Blink, but I can't remember which one they are. I think they're the first one.
Yes, chieftain. I stand ready.
I'm not making money anyway. Right, there's the boots. So you do that, and then you upgrade that onto 1, I think. I hope. And then it's 2 or 3. But I don't know which one it is. Oh, bugger, that's the Gloves of Haste. That's not even the right one. Oh, well, I'm going to stop buying that. The recipe, there's no actual guide on what the actual items are. Well, technically there's a readme file, but yeah, I don't have access to that right now. I wanted the blink boots because the final boss can pull you in and kill you, which is obviously not ideal. I can definitely give the gloves to Fred, yes. So it's not a complete waste. Fred can enjoy them. He's got a full inventory. Yes, he does. Stop distracting me, chat. Almost got me killed there. Hello, Fred. Enjoying your attacks? You stand here, you get free healing. Nope. I should have asked him that. He took the moment to read what I said and died. Oh my god. You can't really blink on this level sometimes. Pushed him over there. I should try to do that to the final boss if that's possible. Yeah, Fred, I'll just drop it on the ground, and if you want to make use of it, feel free to do so. Gloves of Haste doesn't do nothing for me. That statue is going down though, thank goodness. That's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. Oh yeah, you can keep it. I can sell it, but if Fred can make use of it, then it's better than the money that I'll get from it. Remember, he's our carry for the most part, so anything that goes towards Fred is still a good cause, in my opinion. Jesus. I'm taking some insane damage now. We've actually held off really well here. There's quite a lot of base left to defend, so we've done a really good job. Do I dare try to buy it again? Or do I just give up? To be fair, I wouldn't even be able to afford 4. It couldn't be 4. I thought they were cheaper than that. That's why I thought I went for them. That's why I went with the cheap options. Because I didn't think it cost you that much to get those blink boots. Because they don't do anything other than blink. So 4 is pretty pricey. There you go, David. There you go. Yeah, I don't think I'll bother then. I only really wanted it for like the Infernal that's coming up here. I'll just have to keep this on cooldown. Actually, I might be screwed anyway. Because it's So slow to activate. This is the level that really makes you start chugging those greater healing potions if you're still using those. Which is where, you know, they cost... Do you mind? 500 gold for 20 charges, so, you know, it's still a lot of charges for 500 gold, but you'll go for it pretty quickly. Like, this would be better if this was like reincarnation or something. There's only one character that technically has reincarnation, and I've not tested it. Because it's weird. It's the Cyber Goblin. And when he dies, some little bots come out and supposedly repair you until it reincarnates you. But all I can think is, won't the mobs just kill the bots? Most likely. So you're not really going to reincarnate if everything just gets... if they just get killed trying to res you. Ah, shit. Fucking move, you cunt. This fucking hero, why? Off screen. Jab in. As soon as I saw that, I knew I needed to start getting back. Fucking bullshit. It's like bullshit, man, to lose these lives to that. It really is. That's a one-shot ability. On the bright side, we are actually kicking this guy's ass. So we got the right heroes other than potentially mine. I know, I tried to get out. I tried to get out of all the things that killed me, but this hero's mobility is questionable. It's not like I'm not trying to survive in these spots, or I'm just like gone AFK. It's just I actively can't get out of the situation because the hero don't want it. I think if you get unlucky and the pull thing hits you sort of just as you're about to cast the animation, it cancels it. That's what I think happened the first time. Get back. He's probably going to do his thing again now. He hasn't done the pull thing in a moment. So I'm going to chill just a bit. There it is. Almost again, Fred. Nicely done. Nicely done. On to the last stage. Should get a bucket load of resources now. Oh wait, We still have to survive. Get more life. We'll see. Probably. I want to finish this item. And then I'll build a bunch of the cheap regens. I don't know if they stack necessarily if you get more than one. I think they do. And then if I've got any gold left, I could put it onto lives. Well, lives are probably better than items for the most part because it's just... It's an effective however much health you've got. So it's an effective 2,000 health, isn't it? In a way. And a reset probably of most of your cooldowns, I would assume. Oh, that's so close. Do you see how I like try to protect him, but it still takes like 3 seconds before I actually go in, so it's way too late. Yeah, that was pretty intense. Alright, so we don't get the 20,000 gold. It must be like 15,000 gold or something. But we do get the 2 lumber. Okay, so let's finish this item up.
Our brethren's town is under attack.
So that returns 15% damage back and reduces damage taken by 17. There's actually a really good tanky item. I think it's that and an upgrade, but I'm not sure exactly which path. I think you go down the cheaper path, but I wouldn't be able to afford it, I don't think, because that's 9,800 and this already costs 6,250. So I don't think I can get that one. But it's got like a 50-second cooldown. It reduces damage taken by 50%. Lasts for like 20 seconds. So, you know, it's interesting. I think what I'll do is I'll just get 1, 2... I'll get 2 lives. I'm not getting the banana. Screw the banana. The banana's trash.
I stand ready.
Get the lives. So I got 3 lives now. And then I'll just spend the wood on 50 strength. Overclock's already got the banana. Alright. I don't know. I didn't try to spell. I don't care. It's not good enough to worth the risk.
We demand additional lumber.
172 strength, 5,100 health. With return damage, less damage taken. Should be in a pretty good spot. And then... I mean, you got shops on the next side anyway, so... Very nice. Very nice. I don't even know if we upgraded the stone, did we really? Much? So Overclock's hero is Flame Strike, Rain of Fire, Chain Shackle, Seize of Fire, which is just more AoE damage, and Firecracker is the one that does a lot of damage, but it's a massive cooldown. Oh yeah, these cheeky chaps. They're summons. They're quite cool. Rami basically just has a whole bunch of poison stuff and AoE, Entangle, and, you know. That hero's pretty much god tier. It does way more than it probably should do. You didn't even put points into one of these, or it's disappeared. I've never seen his ultimate thing. Parasitic Sapling, so basically if it kills, then it gets these little things that do bucket loads of damage for a very short period of time. Poison Bomb, if it kills a target, it does triple the damage. It's AoE. Dead Zone, basically just, you know, pulls all the non-bosses and damages over time, or insta-kills them at under 50%. Oh, that's the other thing. You didn't even level that. You don't even want that. Yeah, it is an orb effect, so I don't know if it affects anything you've got otherwise. You're just putting the points in attribute bonus. Huh. Yeah, that makes sense. No, it's fair enough. That's why I think that hero is really weird. Because he's agility, he's melee, but he plays the opposite. Like, you would basically play him like you would just stand back, like a Death Knight. You wouldn't be near the front majority of the time, despite being melee. And you cast spells, coil and stuff like that. Release of Fires. Percentage hit points to that target. If the percentage hit points of the unit is lower than the target, it will not be... I don't know. I've glossed over that. You guys can work that out yourself, but I'm sure it does a lot of damage.
What would you ask of me?
Oh, I have a sense of curiosity, but I don't want to waste 10,000 gold and 1 lumber on a banana.
I stand ready.
You know what to do. There's the upgrades, there's the tomes, and there's the potions. But there's no more items to buy at this point. So you still technically can get the banana.
An excellent plan. Done. Yes, chieftain. An excellent plan. Done.
I guess I can type -N to start off the wave. Yeah, these tomes are 1,000 gold each, which is definitely not worth it. And you can use skill points for +4 of a particular type, or get +2 to everything.
For my ancestors.
Debatable, really.
I stand.
I never bothered with it.
Yes, chieftain.
Stack them up, boys. My hero's being very useful. That's the first boss, Spirit of Weakness. Let's try that. Let's come down here and just try it. So you got one available point here, level 26. Pick the strength, so I should go 179. So I no longer have that. Still level 26, 179. So yeah, you can get +4 strength instead of 2 to everything else. Because I don't really need the intelligence. Nice mana pool. That's some... What? I was about to say that's some nice work, Fred, but obviously you suck. Hopelessness. Serpent of hopelessness. He does make you despair. You turn the lights out. I think this might be the worst ultimate in the game. Because I'm pretty much never going to use it, because I'm never going to want to let my health get low enough, if I can help it, where it's even a gamble. Yes, the next boss heals herself when you attack, and we didn't know that the first time. It took a few attempts before we worked that one out, and by then it was too late, which is why we're doing this again. Because we probably would have actually succeeded then. Tyrell got a bit too trigger happy. He was playing the archer at the time. The time is still ticking, by the way, so you do have to go through these bosses, which again is why single target DPS is the killer, really, for this stage. If you can survive without as much AoE as... I mean, AoE is king for getting through most of the levels, and it helps here as well, because you get a lot of waves, but Or mobs. But the single target is the king towards the Ethereal end. It's the highest priority. I got some gold. I could actually buy some health potions if I wanted. 1500 health ones. Or for like 800 gold, there's some 2800 health potions. 1 minute left to kill this bugger. Right. There you go. There you have it. There it is. Subscribe. Pain and suffering. It's basically relish of pain or something. There you go. Relish the pain. Just don't hit the boss. Although she's got full health at the moment, so it doesn't matter too much. This is melee damage return, so the boss is ranged. I think the next boss might be melee though, so that's somewhat useful. Yeah, my hero might be pretty much ineffective. And that's strange because it's about the most effective tank you can get in this, from what I could tell. Other than pure evasion. She's getting stunned to death. Chain stun, so she can't actually cast Relish of Pain. Oh, there we go. See, this is my one use. That Shackle's got like a crazy short cooldown though. It's like 22 seconds or something. And it lasts for 11 seconds. Unleash the Pain. I don't know what that one is, but it's going to do some damage, yeah? Oh. Careful. Big AoE of damage. Oh, share the pain and relish the pain. Can't tell really when she's finished. I think she's got the red arrow thing above her. When that disappears, I think you can attack. Yeah, there we go. I could have put points into the Tower Strength. I get like no gold for anything, so I may as well just buy the Potion of Great Healing as a backup. Death. Ah, this isn't the last boss yet. This one does hit hard though. Don't know what that soul tribute's about. Maybe makes her stronger or something. Try to kill these, maybe. We can all still just about reach him. Oh, that's what Death Beam does. Can't believe that works on bosses. That's shocking. Oh shite. She's getting revenge, boys. How long is she gonna do that for? She's still going. Okay. Oh, she just jumps onto another time. So maybe she has to be on someone. Oh, yeah, I see. You put them onto the summons. That's a good idea. That's a 2000 IQ idea there, overclocked. Otherwise, I was going to transfer them onto me.
What would you ask of me? Your command for my ancestors. Your command.
Level 69. Alex will be pleased. Endlessness. This is the one I remember. We kind of died around this point. He's melee at least. These guys resurrect. So they're kind of a nuisance in that front. That you kill them and you have to kill them again. But I'm fulfilling my dream of tanking. I'm just going to move there. I saw something get casted. Last time I stood still versus that death beam, I died. I love how I keep moving him out of overclock spells. I'm going to push him into the file bed. There he is, boys. That's some Heroes of the Storm gameplay for you right there. It's as dead as this guy. One hell of a persistent level. Does he really resurrect again? Okay, I think we're safe.
ancestors.
Hey, 202 strength. Plus the 22. Carried the 9. Minus the 2. $6,000 health, exactly.
I am here, mortal. Order. An excellent plan. Done,
The end is nigh.
chieftain. Your command for my ancestors.
It won't let me in there.
Done. An excellent plan. Yes, chieftain. An excellent plan for my ancestors.
1209. Oh, you're so generous, giving like an extra 1,000 gold.
Chieftain.
Yeah, Fred's just sitting on like 12,000 gold. Fred, do you want to buy me a banana? Quick. He hasn't got lumber though, to be fair.
Done. For my ancestors.
Quick.
Yes, chieftain.
Quick, it's urgent.
An excellent plan. Done.
High priority.
Excellent plan. Done. For my ancestors.
Uh-oh.
Chieftain.
Reforged.
Tremble, mortals, and despair. For my ancestors.
Subscribe and like. Like and subscribe.
I stand.
Share. Twitch.tv/witty. Patreon.com/WTiiWarcraft. YouTube.com/witty. Oh, that looks cool. Oh, shite. The Dark Lord. Giggity giggity. There's some nice single target there from Fred. Going ham on the boss. Be lovely to see a little DPS meter, wouldn't it? He's gonna bone port you. That's so cool. The way those skulls like spit out. It's like in Skyrim when you get like 100 cheese wheels and you just drop them all at the same time. He's back. At least he doesn't have divine armor. Uh-oh. Whee. AFK poo. So you're responsible for those dark slams. Careful, boys. Take your health pots, move. Do the dance. I'm trying not to knock him into this. I don't want to bug him. I was tempted though. Trying to bug him into that though. That's okay. I actually bugged myself into it this time. Huzzah! He blinks at it. Yeah, I really like this map. I think it's it has its issues, like the recipe system can be a lot bloody clear and stuff like that. But then again, what recipe system isn't like trash? It's a pretty more reasonable recipe system because you just need the one item and then you can keep upgrading it. Depends what path you take it down there. Actually used one of those potions now. That's how serious this got. Fucking hell. Okay. I gotta move. Oh shit. Chris Metson's here. Now you know it got serious. Enjoying yourselves. Back. Oh my god. I was about to say, it does kind of pay to have like a tank character at this stage. I could have probably avoided that if I managed to take this potion as well at the same time. Jesus. Actually, screw that. Don't take a tank character. Just take another range character that can do some sort of stun. On the bright side, I'm the one with the least amount of lives, so that's good. Because I'm the most useless character. I just think the Stone of Life is the MVP. I wonder if you can get the other... You can probably get the lesser version and those might stack and not be on the same cooldown. Jesus. It's just a prank. He's got life steal. Oh shit. I think you ended up taking that infectious touch. Now you're on the last bit. We outlasted the song. Send him back to hell. It's like God's pissing fire on me or something. Get off the screen. Any ally heroes slain in chat? Jay. Why? That's a lot of damage. Tried to get a stun and then take a health potion, but they, like I say, my abilities have got such a sort of weird, clunky cooldown to them, or animation. Yeah, we have good items, really. I was just thinking, like, Fred's the only one with, like, DPS style items. Like, if someone else had, like, a DPS item, you could pass it over to Fred, but everyone's got, like, sensible stuff like auras or defensive. And buy the more expensive parts. Those ones are way too pricey for what they are, I think. Yeah, they're not even that much better. So I thought I died there again. Here comes the firecracker. Try not to move the boss. Fire alarm. Well, this guy's living up to his name as the boss. You weren't so sure at first, were you? But I think he's almost outstayed his welcome at this point. Oh, you got to move from that one. Wait, I have 0 lives. Oh shite. Better kill something. Could have almost died there by not getting the actual stomp off. Because it was like trying to stop me from being in range. Wee. Haha! Hero Adventures by the why. Do you know the why?
Who does?
Did I make Witty Sen and Witty Who the same emote? I might have done. I'll just take a quick look at that. I did. Oops. I get to get rid of that. I thought something was wrong there. Right. That's why. Because I saved over the file with the same one. So even though I did technically make a separate one, they both are the same thing. There you go. See if I can fix this in post. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I mean, if you're still watching at this point, if it's on YouTube, then obviously subscribe if you haven't done so already. I would much appreciate it. Come on over to twitch.tv/witty. You can either see these games live or, you know, watch the VODs. You can help support the channel by subscribing. You can even donate and request particular games that you think you would like to see played. So that's also an option. Ooh. All right, I've got this. I fixed it in post. There we go. Although, good luck with that being ready in time. Huzzah! There we are. We've finally got a conclusion to this map. Took a while to work this one out. But it's definitely a well-made map. It's got a nice simplicity to it that I like, but there's a fair bit of underlying depth that, you know, doesn't necessarily strike you until you sort of played through it a couple of times and you sort of feel like there's much more going on than there seems. Mm-hmm. Who dares? Yeah, there's no way it's ready yet. Oh, look at that! It is. I think that's it. Yeah, that looks alright, doesn't it? Alright.
Look at him go, yelling about them pigs again.
That's it. We're done. We did it. Gotta put the pig over here. It's a good pig. I like this pig. Rest on this pig. I'm just going crazy at this point. Alright, thanks for watching. I'll finish it off here.